Good morning. Welcome to day 14, April 23rd, 2026. Been going for about an hour and a half. This is day 4 since I've left Silver City on my 209-mile segment. Another great morning. Instead of coyotes this morning, I heard some wild turkeys gobbling in the distance. Probably about 3 miles away from a campground that sadly doesn't have any water, but I think about 6 miles from here is a pretty reliable water source, the first actual running stream since Silver City, so that's very exciting. Haven't seen anyone. Saw a guy on horseback going southbound near the end of my day when I was getting water at that last water cache. Didn't have cell service last night, so I'm going to see if there's any here, but we may be out of service for a few days, I'm suspecting. Check in a bit. It's just about to head out after a little breakfast break and just realized another milestone. We hit 200 miles. I'm at like 201.6. 200 out of 3,000 doesn't sound like a lot, but we'll take it. Every 100 miles counts. So yeah, that's exciting. All right, time to get moving. Little sunscreen, little lip balm, and we'll keep on marching. All right, we're following this dirt road. I believe we're approaching a trailhead. I think I see some metal glinting from the sun for some cars or campers. Maybe we'll get a little lucky here, you never know. All right, there is, this must be the campground. There's like a privy, but I don't need it. I don't think there's any running water here, so a few folks camped about, but it's pretty quiet. It's 9 o'clock, I'm at the campground. Looks like I can lighten my load a bit and get rid of some trash, so I'll take advantage of that. Goodbye, Mickey, Minnie, Balloon, and other items. Okay, we got a bit of a road walk from the campground. It looked like that CDT trail crew was still there. I'm fine on water right now, and I kind of suspected this, but Red, the guy I met the first week through hiking, he has a lot of experience like in the forestry industry and related hiking and trail maintenance professions. And he was explaining to me that a lot of these trail crews, you know, basically these kids have to bring out all their own gear. They basically just get like a meal and they do trail maintenance, but there's like no money for motels in town, no money, really not much money at all. So the last thing I'm gonna do is take some snacks or anything from probably starving, hardworking trail maintainers. I would take water, but I don't need it, so just gonna keep moving along. Plus it's like early morning when I do my best hiking. Although I will say, compared to yesterday's morning, today's morning was completely different. Totally exposed in the burn area, no shade. Right now it's like pleasant even in the sun. There's a little breeze blowing. It's probably in the low 60s, but yep, that's where we're at right now. Almost 9:30, just taking a quick break. New Mexico State Highway 35. Not a whole lot of traffic on the old highway here, but you never know when someone might toss out a cold soda. So I'll hang here for another 5-10 minutes. It's around 10:30. So we just keep crossing over this creek bed on different sides of it. And eventually, with any luck, this creek will have some water in it. That is the hope. We'll know soon. Look at these old school John Muir trail markings in the trees. Seen a couple of them on this stream bed. Okay, I'm hearing a weird animal noise. What do you think it is? All right, we're headed that way. Maybe we'll find out. My guess is a frog? I don't know. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight. That's right. That is running water. Oh my. Happy days. All right, so this wonderful resource is Sapillo Creek. The trail crosses the creek a couple times, so I went to the northernmost point before setting out to do some things. I don't know if you can tell how absolutely filthy my legs and my feet are, basically from the burn zone. So I'm gonna wash all that gunk off. I'm probably even gonna try and rinse some of the dirt out of these because they're filthy. Gonna have some Gatorade. This is the last legitimate reported water source for today for me. There is something about 4 miles north where there could be some pools of water to scoop from. So I'm probably going to hedge my bets, and I'll probably fill up both smart water bottles. Just leave whatever in my hydration bladder. It's probably somewhere around 2.5 liters. And then if there's more water 4 miles from here, I'll do some more Gatorade and maybe take a little extra for dinner. But I'm gonna save that 4 miles of carrying even more water, and I'll make do with whatever I have. So that's the plan, but I'm gonna be here for a while just enjoying this wonderful resource. All right, it's 11:30. We're leaving the creek, however you want to say it. Pretty cool landscape up here. So without having any other certain water for today, I've got 7 liters, give or take. So it's going to be a bit slow going, but I'd rather have the water than carry a little later load. So of course, after a creek or a road or a town, you're always going to be climbing. So here we go, climbing up. I don't mind it though. I haven't had any cell service for like a day, a full 24 hours now. So hopefully as we get a little bit higher, I'll be able to snag a little cell service before the day's over. Just been a steady climb since the creek, but have been seeing a lot of dried out bear scat. Interesting, the bears are out and about here. It's 1 o'clock, just climbed about 1,000 feet. So I took some of that creek water and just made a half-liter Gatorade before we keep moving. This is such a nice little break spot with the breeze blowing. It's very difficult to leave, but I got to get moving. All right, so I'm at mile marker 210.0. This is described on Far Out as a flowing stream. So I'm just gonna walk a little bit upstream and see if there's any small pools of water. I don't need it, but I'll put something in Far Out for people behind me who may be considering the red line, just so they know whether there's actually any water here or not. It's looking pretty dry so far. I'll go a little further up. Can definitely see a herd path where I'm not the first one to check this out. Well, I'm glad I did not count on getting any water here because it looks totally dry. I'll just check these rocks up here just to make sure. I guess I can walk a little bit downstream too, just to say I thoroughly checked it. But yeah, it looks dry as a bone, huh? Yeah, nothing here. Well, good news, about 0.1 mile north of where I showed you that dry stream bed, there are some scoopable pools. I just scooped out a half liter from here. It's not the cleanest, but it's not the dirtiest, so take a little extra for camp tonight. I'll take it. It's a little after 3:30. I am calling it for the day. I have found home for the night under this nice grove of trees. Right now it's overcast, but west is behind me, so there's a bunch of trees behind me that'll hopefully block the sun if it comes out in the next couple of hours. Yeah, another solid 9+ hours of hiking, and with carrying all the water, just I don't want to push any further. You know, I would have liked to go another mile or so, but this is fine. So getting everything set up, and we'll come back with a recap. Okay, quick recap. Did 14 miles today, camped at around 7,300 feet, got a nice little shade tree. Got plenty of water for tonight, which is good. I've got a nice view of a cleared field in front of me, so maybe we'll see some animal activity as it gets a little darker. Who knows? Yeah, the first real water source with true running water at that Sapino Creek, which was about 45 miles away from Silver City, was very nice. It felt great to rinse out my dirty ash-filled socks, get a lot of the dirt and ash off of my legs and my feet. It just psychologically, it's a nice little boost. And pretty much carried all the water I have here from there, because I wasn't sure if any other water source would be viable. I think tomorrow the CDT goes through a new section as part of a 2019 reroute. And although they're not listed like individually, all the water sources, it looks like starting at about mile 10 from here and going to about mile 15, the trail pretty much follows a creek with plenty of camping. So that sounds good for tomorrow, to get like 15 miles in maybe and have a nice campsite right next to the water. What a treat. Other than that, I haven't had cell service. I checked a couple times today at Height of Land and would have like a bar LTE, but would just be able to like receive basic text messages, but not like an Apple iMessage, and not able to like check weather or do anything else. So that's fine. That's the way it goes. That'll be it for today. See you in the morning.
Good evening from Sugar Hill, New Hampshire. You can see it's like nice and pretty alpine glow in the back mountains of what are those? The Kinsmans. I'm up here at a friend's house for the weekend with a few friends, and we are having a little mini quilting retreat. So I'll bring you along and kind of show you what we are working on.